Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. What nobody told you, I'm Jessica. I'm going to accompany you in a reading that won't be easy because the universe isn't here to whisper this time. It's here to give you a little push so that you make a decision. Scorpio, this week the universe isn't beating around the bush. I can see it coming to pull the trigger. Let's be honest, you've been feeling back pain for months. This isn't just a metaphor. It's an accumulation of silences and tensions, of everything that can no longer live within you, that needs to come out from inside you, the universe, in all its wisdom, places you in front of two red buttons, to let go or to control. And if you press either of those buttons without realizing it, listen carefully, Scorpio, because things will explode. So I'm going to ask you a question. Are you really ready to choose, Scorpio, to have control? The powerful energy within you vibrates intensely deep inside you. Scorpio, you are intense souls, and all those who are vibrating with this transformative energy of the 8th house. Before continuing, remember something fundamental. This reading is general. It is a guide or a stellar map. It is not a sentence. Your intuition, that inner voice that never fails you, is the one that decides which part of this message belongs to you. And if something resonates with you, perfect. If it doesn't, let it go without any kind of fear. But if something strikes your chest, if it makes a deep click inside, then hold on to it tightly. Yes, like someone holding on to a truth that cannot be denied. And having said this, Scorpio, let's go to the heart of what the universe has to tell you today. The first card that has appeared to us is the Magician reversed. In recent weeks, perhaps even longer, you have felt that your power was scattered, like sand between your fingers. Talents that you once mastered with ease now seem to be hiding. You can't find them. It's not that they have disappeared. And that leaves you with a strange feeling, like helplessness. Maybe you gave your energy, your time, or your faith to someone who didn't know how to hold it or appreciate it. Or maybe you gave too much to a project that drained you more than it gave you. Well, this reversed magician is telling you something. You left the key in the lock. Scorpio, and now you are doubting whether to turn it or not. You doubt your own power. But listen well to this. The key is still yours. You haven't lost it. You just forgot it there, waiting for you to take it again. This card is reminding you of your magic, to regain confidence in yourself. When one takes that first healthy, that first healing step, it is to see where you have let go of your own power. Very well, and here's where things start to get intense. These two cards mark the center of your reading, the Two of Swords and the Tower. The Two of Swords represents a decision you have been postponing for a long time. It is a dilemma between staying where you are or leaving, between what gives you security and what your deepest truth is shouting. And by continuing to delay it, the Tower falls upon you. It is evident, an unexpected message. A conversation that changes everything. A revelation that breaks what you believe to be stable. But why are you leaving it for later? There comes a point when this can no longer be sustained. That is why the Tower comes without asking for permission. It arrives when there is no more room for your own self-deception, because there you are trying to hold on to something simply because you don't dare to let it go. And that is already something that has no base, no foundation. Even though at first this may seem like a collapse, in reality it is a liberation. Everything that falls, Scorpio, is what had no roots, everything that was not true. Here we have this card that acts like an emotional mirror. If you are in a relationship, be careful with idealizations, with thinking that taking a step toward the other shore that seems to shine brighter, so to speak, would be better. And if you are single, it tells me that someone from your past may appear with a sign, maybe a song, a photo that stirs your soul. The message is clear. Do not drink from the cup of nostalgia. Do not drink from fantasies. Dream, but keep your feet on the ground. Ask yourself honestly, what is it that sets you free? And what is it that chains you? Scorpio, your emotional freedom is sacred. Do not take a step backward toward what once hurt you, not even out of curiosity. Well, the King of Pentacles comes to remind you of your worth, indeed, your time, your talent, your experience. All of that is priceless. Scorpio, this week you must define that value. Do not go to work for empty promises or by exposing yourself. Charge what you are worth. And if you are going to sign something, Let it be with clarity, with boundaries, with respect, because when you sign something, you are making a commitment, and that is sacred. The King of Pentacles looks at you, and he speaks to you because your stability does not depend on chance. It depends on how you value yourself. Look, here we have your cards, Scorpio. It is in an upright position. Do not see it as an ending. It is simply an inevitable transformation. We hold on to what no longer has life, to a relationship that has turned into a cage, to a version of yourself that no longer fits with anything or anyone around. It is like watering a dead plant when it has already died. Allow what is old to become nourishment, because death does not come to destroy you. Death comes to set you free. And if you choose to let go, the new will be born much stronger than ever. The Hermit, your intuition needs silence to turn off that external noise. If you have the ability to take 3 days to be in calm without any kind of distraction, the Hermit does not give you the whole map, but it does illuminate that first step. And that first step is the right one. It is the one you must trust. Here, well, after the storm comes the calm. We have the Star. It is the card of peace. After that hurricane comes perfect calm, new opportunities, honest reconciliations, people who love you without masks. When you are an authentic person, you become like a magnet for abundance. When you share your story, even with your scars, that is abundance. That is light. Light that the universe returns to you as well. There are people for whom that truth you share about your healing is exactly what they need in order to heal too. Your experience is invaluable. The way you have managed to come out of that situation and give yourself the value you deserve. And there are people who need that light, and it is in your hands. You can share it so that the universe gives you even more light, so that the Hermit continues to guide you. There we have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Well, here comes action. It is time to move, to launch yourself, to try, to be curious. But as we always say with this Knight of Pentacles, yes, move, throw yourself into it, try everything that comes your way, but always knowing in which direction you are going. Scorpio, you must have a focus. Yes, you must carry that torch, that light that the Hermit gives you, so that you can keep walking. That is, have a direction. Focus on it and go for it. But do not carry the whole world on your back. Do not try to carry the world in a single day. That means if you want to do something, move, seek, take risks, try everything, and enjoy everything that each day brings. But do not try to do everything in one day. Yes, as I was saying, do things, but do not try to do them all at once. Here we have the World card. It speaks of closure. Well, before the next lunar cycle, you will sign something important, a contract, an agreement. It could also be an emotional closure that will free you from your past. The universe is speaking to you, and the message is crystal clear. You only fail if you do not choose. So move, choose, and trust. Your chest trembles. Scorpio, you are feeling that truth piercing through you. Then write down below, I choose, and write what your decision is. That decision you are going to make with the most fear. Because when you name it, you set yourself free. Because your word can be the lantern for another Scorpio who is still walking in the dark. And besides, I will be grateful to you for it. Well, here we have the Nine of Pentacles. Your work, your perseverance, and your intelligence will bring you very good results. It tells you to invest in yourself, in a new course, in resting, in taking care of your body, in your independence, because your independence is your greatest wealth. Be your own boss, Scorpio. When you believe in your own capability, that is when your abundance begins to move and flow. This reading carries a lot of strength indeed. The devil is there. Do not tie yourself to control or to struggle, neither internal nor external. When you choose freedom, you are choosing consciously with awareness. That is why you must ask yourself each night, am I choosing or am I reacting? They are different, because the answer is your salvation. Scorpio, this week the universe gives you no way out. There is no back door. There is only one path to follow. You are being asked to trust your inner compass, to cut ties with what drains you, to cut ties with what drains you, everything that is out of sync with you, because that is when you regain your power, your true power. It is then when everything begins, when you look at your own darkness and decide to turn it into light. So I send you a big hug, and remember that when you choose with your soul, the universe will bend in your favor. See you next time, Scorpio, and this time too, Please come freely. Thank you for listening and accepting the message. Forgive my clumsiness. See you soon.